Hello, and welcome back. Today, I'm going to show you my newest obsession, which is diamond art, diamond painting, whatever you'd like to call it. I just bought this 2 days ago and actually started working on it 1 day ago, yesterday. So I am by no means an expert. And this is not a tutorial exactly, it's just me showing you the ropes of what I've learned so far. And I think doing this is incredibly relaxing. Now, I will admit this is my third time filming this entire thing, because the first two, I filmed the whole thing, and it just ended up crashing, long story short. So hopefully this doesn't do that too. But if it does, at least I get to diamond art some more. So, and if you guys like this type of thing, let me know and I can definitely do some more, because I'm going to be working on it anyway. Might as well take you guys along for the ride. So, on top of this whole thing, as you can see, is this clear plastic cover to keep it all safe and sticky and away from dust and whatnot. And I like to peel back a little chunk to work on. And I have, if you can see, a little piece of tape here. And I had touched it a lot to make sure that it wasn't very sticky, so that it wouldn't stick too much. It'd be easy to take off and close again when I needed, but still keep it down for the time being. So this is what I have done so far, and this is the design is Van Gogh's Starry Night, which is so beautiful on its own, and I think with the diamonds it'll be incredible. And when I have it all completed, I plan on finding a frame that fits and hanging it up as like wall decor. And then say if I have company over and they're like, wow, that is so beautiful, I can be like, guess what? I totally made that. And then just subtly brag. Okay. So, once again, this isn't a tutorial. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll show you what I've learned so far, because I quite enjoy it. So, I don't know if you can see, but all along the side here, there is this sort of coat thing. And each of these things is a place where you put the dot, but it tells you which color of dot goes where. It's kind of like color by numbers. So these bullseye looking ones I've done down here before, and they are the black ones. So everything that has that like black bullseye, look over here, it's A24. And then, so that color goes there. And actually, right here is the A24 package. And they come with like several together, and you have to like cut them and, separate them. And for Christmas, I had gotten my sister one of these, actually, because she loves crafts and stuff. And hers came with like little kind of like Ziploc bags to put the diamonds in, because these things are just plastic and they're not resealable. So like, how are you supposed to use them without them spilling out, or like store them, So instead of getting like 31, because there's 31 different colors in this, different Ziploc bags, I decided to think smarter, not harder, and I just kind of taped them shut. And I have a specific way of folding them and taping them to keep them secure. I'll show you later. But let's start. Oh, and also, if I didn't already say this, the instructions said it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up. So I started in this corner. So let's see. I think we can work on, so there's the blue number 2, and then there's this sort of, and there's this one. I think I'll do this one. So this shape looks like a line with like a half circle in the middle. So you're going to find that on your little key code thing over here, and that says A23 is the package that one is in. So I'll rummage through these. A23. Oh, perfect. This one's already, I must have used the ones beside it on either side because it's already free from the others. Normally you have to like cut it away from them. So I like to double, triple check to make sure, because if you put the wrong diamond on the wrong spots, it won't be very fun. So A23, and it's this brownish, like dark brown color. Let's go over here. A23, brownish dark brown color, and then the symbols. Alright, everything's matching up. So what I do is I take my scissors and I snip off the corner right up there. Okay. And then you take your little tray and you pour some in. And I love the sound it makes, but not too many. You don't want too many in there at once. A few more. That should be good. Okay, now I'll put these over here. Alright, give it a little shake. Okay, now here we have the little wax square that it came with. And it only came with one for this whole thing, so I don't know if it's supposed to last me that long or what, but you take this utensil, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's got a little hole up at the top, and you just dip that into your wax. See? And then you don't need to dip back in the wax until it doesn't pick these up anymore. So let's see. I'll show you close. Just use it and pick up one dot like so. Okay. Now let's find our symbols, and you just stick them on. Just like that. Oops, that one got a little wax on it. Get back here. Trying to get that back in there. Okay. Pick it up and stick it down. Pick it up and stick it down. It's incredibly relaxing. And normally, what I am doing while I'm doing this, like listening to, is I'll either have a Disney movie on in the background, or I will be listening to a podcast or scary stories. And again, I did just start yesterday, so I haven't spent too much time on this. But it is very time consuming. It's relaxing, but it does take quite a while. I don't even know how long it's going to take me to do the whole thing. But I want to enjoy the process. I don't want to rush through it just to have it done and hang it up somewhere. I want to like take my time and really fun with it. So that way when it is hanging up and I look at it, I can be like, oh, I remember that. I remember how long it took me, but how much fun I had doing it. Like, for example, when I first started yesterday, I put the Disney movie Tangled on, kind of in the background. I love that movie. And I've watched that movie so much now that I can practically quote it by heart at this point. But when I'm doing this, I like to look at it and focus on it. So I can't exactly, watch a new movie because I won't be able to really look up so much and see what's happening. So I like to, and I plan on doing it more, watching movies that I've already seen so much so that I'm not missing out on anything. Because like with Tangled, for example, I was doing this, looking at this, focusing on this, but listening to the movie. And since I've seen it so many times, I was watching the movie in my mind's eye, like as it was playing. So that was really cool. There we go. And also podcasts and scary stories and stuff. Those two. My favorite podcast is the Broski Report. Brittany Broski's podcast. I love her. She's so funny. I've already watched every one of the podcast episodes like at least twice each already, so at this point it is just listening to it again. But podcasts are different than movies because you don't have to like watch them talk. Like I like to watch them on YouTube, right? But it's, just a podcast. It's people talking. You can work on this and just listen to them talk in the background. That was different than movies where you would need to watch. You know what I'm saying? So listening to her. Oh, and then another. This one's being tricky. Another one that I like. It's not a podcast, but it's a scary stories channel in a way. It's called, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, The Dark Simonium. So I'm not sure how to say the S word, but his channel is incredible. And it's like he reads scary stories, sure, but it's so immersive. I'm pretty sure he does his own background music for it, so it like really sets the mood and paints the picture. And also he does the voices, and like it's kind of like listening to a high quality audiobook in a way, because he adds in sound effects and whatnot, and I really like that. So like if in the story it said a glass shattered, he like adds in like the glass shattering sound like right when it happens, and it's so cool and makes it seem so real, and I really like that. So I highly recommend him. He's my favorite scary stories channel by far. Another podcast that I love is Jen and Julian's old podcast. Jen and Julian podcast. I love that so much. I have a few comfort episodes of that. The one where they talk about skinwalkers, I've watched over and over. It's incredible. And the ones where they talk about ghosts and aliens and anything of that nature, I love those. And I just love Jen and Julian in general. So that's another thing I like to listen to. But I've been thinking about this a lot lately. So I'm working on this, and I have this opportunity to listen to something, right, while I'm so focused and relaxed on this. But like, I don't know what don't know how to word it. So, sure, I could listen to a Disney movie while I'm doing this, or a podcast episode that I've already listened to, or listen to a scary story. But those are more like entertainment type things, which is fine, you know, like this is fun and relaxing and entertaining in itself, so listening to something entertaining while I'm doing it is, you know, makes sense. But I think it would be cool to try to listen to something almost educational in a way. Like, I feel like that would be, I don't know, like something really beneficial. So instead of just like rewatching something that I've already seen while I'm working on this, I could be learning something and expanding my mind. But I don't know what, because it's not like I said, I don't want to really watch something, because I'm going to be looking at this, so it'd have to be something that I'm listening to, so I couldn't exactly watch like a nature documentary, because I would want to see that, you know, and this, I'm going to be looking at this, so I don't know, just something educational that I could listen to, maybe like podcast on history, or just, I don't know, something auditory that teaches me something. I think that would be cool to do. So I'm learning while I'm doing this, because right now I feel so calm from this and also focused. I feel like I could listen to anything really. Like I could definitely absorb information right now. It's kind of like when I was still in school. I listened best when I was doodling. Or like, sometimes I would take a pen and just kind of like draw on myself, like, not tattoos, but like I do like song lyrics, or like just draw little doodles on myself. So, I don't know why, but like when I do that, I focus so much better. And like when I was taking a test, I could tell what things I had been doodling about, because like I'd be answering a question and I was like, oh, I know this answer. I remember I was doodling this image while the teacher was talking about this thing. And then I get the question right because I was able to like go back in my mind to when I was learning about that, you know, like listening to them lecture and seeing in my mind's eye the thing that I was working on while they were talking about it. But then if it was more of a more strict teacher or something that, you know, wouldn't let you doodle or anything like that, I didn't do as well in that class, because just trying to sit there and focus on them talking, my mind wanders so easily. But if I was, oops, it's not good to touch that. Oops. Because you want to keep this as sticky as possible. That's why the cover's over it, so I try to avoid touching it, but I'm not the best at that yet. Oh, that must be why they said to start at the bottom. Because if you're starting at the top, then you're going to be reaching across and touching all this stuff, and then it won't be sticky anymore. See, look at me learning. Learning while talking about learning. But I don't know what type of thing I want to learn. Like, I'm sure if I knew, like, oh yeah, I want to do my diamond art and learn about rock formations, for example. And I could, like, look up, you know, like, something about that. Like a video. Maybe I could watch the video beforehand and, like, replay it and listen to it while I'm working on this. And, like, I don't know. But, like, that's the issue. Like, I don't know what thing I want to learn about while I'm working on this. And also, it's just so much easier to just put on a Disney movie or, like, a podcast episode that I listened to 100 times and just kind of get lost in that once again. So I think, you know, I'd find a balance. Sometimes I would do that, do a Disney movie or podcast or scary story episode, but then other times I could, if I was feeling in the mood to learn, I could do that too. This is so relaxing, and I love the sounds it makes. Let's see. Here we go. My hands are kind of shaky. You don't realize how shaky they are until you're doing something so like delicate and precise. So when I stick them down, if it's not quite in the right spot, I just kind of use the utensil and like nuzzle it. Nuzzle? Is that a word? Nudge it into place. Just scooch it over where it needs to be. See, like right there. There we go. And also, I think it is also beneficial to sit in silence, kind of like I am now, and work on it, because I'm able to just listen to my own thoughts. It's kind of like a meditation in a way. And I'm really bad about, I feel like I constantly have to be listening to something, like even just having something play in the background that I don't pay any attention to, or even just having like a fan running in the background or something. And I don't really know why that is, but yeah, it's probably good to do things like this without something playing. Just spend time with myself and being mindful. I think maybe it's like something about not wanting to feel alone. Maybe, I'm not sure. But like right now, I feel very calm and relaxed and quite peaceful. So it's not like I'm afraid of being alone. Like I'm not dying to listen to something right now or turn on a fan or something. So I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, I like that sound. Just kind of listening to my own thoughts and rambling on. There we go. And actually, knock on wood, in all of these that I've done so far, not once have I put a diamond on the wrong symbol. Well, not that I've noticed. Hopefully I haven't. But like, I haven't noticed myself putting it on the wrong one, then I had to like peel it off and stick it somewhere else. That hasn't happened yet, so that's good. There's a rooster out there crowing. Let's see. If you're someone who's crafty or likes little things like this, I definitely would recommend that you try this. Diamond art, diamond painting. I'm not sure which it's called, but I find it really enjoyable. The rooster is not so much. Let's see. I think I'm about done with this color. Because our shape was the line with a half circle attached. Oh, I found a couple more. There we go. Where was it? There it is. Do we have any more? Oh, I see a couple more. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. Another one. Uh-oh. Drop that little guy. Oh, there's another one too. Maybe I could learn more about things that I already like. Like, for example, how I said earlier, the ghosts and aliens and that sort of thing. I love hearing about those. So maybe that's something that I could look into learning more about. I don't know. It's not really the educational vibe I was going for, though. Goodness gracious. Of course, they wait till my third time filming to start growing. Let's see here. Do we have any more? Or did we get them all? There's some here. But those ones are covered up, so I won't get to those yet. Because I just want to work on this little area that I have uncovered. I think that's all for this color. In this section, at least. Yep, I think we got them. Alright, now I'll show you what I do. So, I take this package that it came in, and I just go ahead and slide it open the rest of the way at the top. Slide it on open. Just like so. And then I'll take these extras, or not extras, but unused ones, and pop them right back in. Such a nice sound. And then I'll get a little piece of tape. Oh, did you hear my stomach? Kind of stick it out a little bit. And I have a specific way of folding it. Okay. So, I cut the slit right here, remember? And then right here is where it says A23. So that's really important. I need to, be able to see that for when I gotta grab that color again. So what I do is I fold it to the back so that it's not covering up the A23. I go ahead and tape it down like a little envelope. See? And I can just easily open it back up when I need, close it again, and if it stops being sticky, I can get more tape. But that's what's working for me so far, and I don't have to get a bunch of Ziploc bags and whatnot. So, I've gotten a lot done this far. If you guys like this kind of thing, I can definitely, make more like I said. Did you see how quickly that closed? See? And then the little piece of tape is just right down here. Smooth that back over. There we go. Alright. Thank you guys for watching me play around with this. I highly recommend this type of thing if you're someone who likes this. Likes to be crafty or mindful. This kind of has the vibe, in my opinion, of like, oh, what's it called? Like those Zen sand gardens where they have like the little rake and they go through. For some reason, this kind of has the same vibe to me. Like it's very slow and relaxing, and you just really take your time working on it. And it's beautiful. It's like, it's fun to look at, right? So, oh, I love these sounds. And even down here on the fabric part. Like, it's so lovely with this ribbed edge. There we go. Okay. Thank you guys. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, afternoon, night, whenever it may be. And hopefully, like the saying goes, third time's the charm. Because I've, just filmed it quite a few times. But if not, it'll be okay. And I'll just get to do it again. Which I'm going to be working on it anyway. Might as well take you guys along with me like I said before. So, there we go. Oh, I just love this so much. I hope you were able to relax some. Listen to me ramble. Alright, I think that'll do it this time.